Facebook Live yet. Okay, I'll text you. I'm so excited, okay?
Kind of nervous now.
And I just can't hide it. Use it. Listen, okay? I know. I want to. See, this is Let's Talk About It. What, Talia? Single motherhood. The struggles, the sacrifices, the scars. I know that was okay. Because that's just real.
Literally and figuratively.
And that didn't come to me till this, whenever I sent it to you, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. I'm like, all right then, say that. Because that shit is real. Okay, let me turn that down. I ain't even told y'all I'm done. Okay. We're gonna do something with this. I'm like, yeah, that's a book, girl. That's something. Listen, that's RIP right there, okay? Know what they talking about. Thank you, Lord. Like, that's fire. Okay. Berlin, you on Facebook?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let me see. What's your last name again?
It's my name on there is Amber Berlin.
Okay, and what do you? Okay, is that what you go by? Like your is that what you go by as far as your, you know,
My name?
your stage name?
Oh, I just go by Berlin.
Okay. When I say that, I'm like, cause mine is the Divine Queen Supernova. So
Oh, okay.
I hate to say it that way, but that is my stage name technically. So I'm excited. This is Eric. This is Berlin.
Hey.
Eric is my secret weapon, my superhero. I can't do it without him. I'd be fucked up. Okay. Without him. And okay, Eric, I think we're getting ready. I think we're ready.
Cool.
Let me tag you.
Covering everything.
I didn't tag Amber though. Let me do that. Amber Berlin.
This is real quick.
Oh yes, I need to test the headphones. Now, it might not do it if we're not friends on Facebook, but that's okay.
Let's go ahead and set up your cameras.
Thank you.
So
We might have to be friendly first, though. Thank you. You know I don't like them in the way. Hey. Keep going. You already be knowing. And my phone about to die. Okay, I just added you right there.
Okay.
Eric, can I get some juice whenever you get a chance?
Juice?
Yeah.
I think we have any juice.
No, for my phone.
Shit.
I love you, Eric. No. I don't think we have any juice.
Let's see. I'll let you borrow my charger if you want.
No, you can take my phone with you if you want.
Okay.
I might.
You don't need it for the
No,
live
not for
stream.
real. I was thinking to do an Instagram clip, but we're gonna take pictures afterwards and stuff.
Okay.
So,
Okay, I can leave it plugged in.
okay, and you can. I'm gonna put it on. Or will you put it on airplane mode
Sure.
so it can do what it does? Okay, Eric. Don't leave, Eric. You might as well get it started. You might as well say hi to the people, Eric. You know I can't do it without you. Let's see. Let me get my life together. Later. You got it? Okay. Yeah, we straight. That's good. Alright. Don't ask me why, like they could see my shoes, okay? I used to show my shoes because I used to like,
Really?
yes, because I used to like purposely pick my shoes for my artists. So, or whoever was on the show. So, yeah, so all that good stuff. Okay, I'm excited. I get turned.
Do I need to put headphones on too?
It's a different feel. It's a different feel. You should try it. I think I'm about to hit the button and let them know. Try it. And then see.
Do I put these on?
Yep, try it. Because we should be. And we are. We're going to get it, people. Let's see. Oh, you can shut that now if you like. Eric, should I flip? You know I like my lights. Can you flip them? Let's see. Ta-da! Yes, I like that better on YouTube. Wait, I want your opinion. Does she look washed out, quote unquote?
Can darken that camera a little bit.
See, that's why I love Eric. I don't even want the people to know who we got in the building yet. Listen, it's Let's Talk About It with Talea. It's the real, the raw, the relevant. Say testing. Let them see if they know your voice.
Testing.
I don't like that. You need some more volume. Say it again.
Testing.
Now you get comfortable. Because that mic coming to you, baby. You going to drop that mic today. Testing.
Testing.
Say that with your fine
I feel loud.
with your fine ass. Me no questions. Okay, listen. All right, I'm so excited. I hope I don't have it on you because I don't want to tell them. Eric, when it's on program, which one is on? Preview?
Program's the one that's live, so
Okay.
that's your shot.
Say that to me. Say hi to Eric. Y'all, I can't do it. I can't do it without him. I cannot do it without him, okay? It's Let's Talk About It with Talea, the real, the raw, the relevant podcast. We back at last. It's season 3, episode 12. Listen, we don't really prepare for this. We ain't new to this. We true to this. This is what we do, boo. So listen, I had somebody tell me a couple days ago, they said, stop rhyming. I'm like, what are you talking about? This is how I talk, as my mama used to tell me. Listen, y'all, I have the one, the only. Listen, it's Berlin in the building. Yes. And I'm like, let me hurry up and finish introducing the show. Just in case you don't know, my mantra is suicide awareness and prevention, mental health awareness. Amen. The podcast is a forerunner for the nonprofit, the Move Forward movement. Listen, we on the move. We saving the whole world, one child, one conversation, one collaboration at a time. Get at me, okay? Because as y'all can tell, my voice is still trying to recover like no other. They think, Berlin, oh my God, when I tell you I've had a weekend, I'm so glad.
You had a time?
Girl, it has been marvelous, darling, to say the least. I cannot wait to write this chapter in the book, okay? Listen, these niggas done gave me a few new hooks, okay? Let me just say, bars from Mars, and I'm like, thank you. Listen, y'all, thank you. Thank you very much, okay? But thank you for being here today.
Thanks for having me.
Yes, you are so beautiful. I love your
you.
spirit. I thank God that you're here. I generally jump off with the jump off, so because I'm excited, I'm just coming down from a Mania episode, a nice long one too, okay, honey? It was nice, and yes, I went on a nice little vacation to Mars for about 5, 6, 7 days, and I'm slightly back. I'm walking, my feet are on the ground, you know. All that good stuff. Spirit never left. Love is what it does, but we jump in with prayer. I would love for you to fricka, however you do, if that's you, whatever you say, your own personal way, if you'll grace me, and if not, I got it.
Well, I'm not a big prayer.
Okay.
But I guess just to get me up and going is just like,
Just a few affirmations.
come on, let's go. Get in the shower. Make your coffee. Let's make your coffee first, and then we'll hop in the shower.
Say coffee first.
It's
I need my
whatever.
Keurig machine.
It's really whatever. Let's make me happy
Listen, it
before
says-
I go to an unhappy place, you know?
Say that. Say that. It's whatever you got to do to get in your zen. It's like Mel Robbins said, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This is my 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And I already said today, we just going to get her done. So Yeshua, use us, speak through us, speak to us, do what it is that you do, shine through. Hey. In your son's name, I pray. What it do? Back to you. Okay, and the crowd goes, oh, there you are. There's the crowd. There's the crowd. Amen. So excited. So, I don't get distracted by who is or who ain't watching. Today we are talking about single motherhood. Amen. From the day I met you, we had a nice, real serious vibe. Amen. And this is one of the things that came up to the table amongst many things. But there's something that we certainly have in common. Have reared children. My daughter's grown now. You know what? Say shout out to my daughter, girl. She'll be 22 on Sunday, honey. Wow. 22. Listen, happy birthday to you. Jamorian Wilson feature Mrs. President of the United States of America. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. I used to call her Mini Me, but she an OG, an original guy. Happy birthday to you. Call your mama, girl. Holla. Anyways, when I'm talking about let's talk about it. The single motherhood. Today we're talking about the struggles. What did God give it to us? I need to write this down myself. The struggles and the y'all, it's so real, so real. Bear with me.
Sacrifices.
The sacrifices. Girl, don't make me, okay? The sacrifices. Yes, help us, Sister Al.
And the scars.
And the scars. And the scars. The struggles. The sacrifices. And the scars. Berlin, my future new friend. Future sponsor of the podcast, all that good stuff. At last, tell us what your name is, as my nephew would say. What's your timetables? Who are you? Where you come from?
Oh, okay. So I grew up in a very, I don't like the word rural because I can't say it very well.
Rural?
Yep.
Oh, I'll put my mic down. Rural.
Yes, I don't like that word.
Yeah, me either. I never liked the words.
I grew up in the country, basically. I moved out of my mom's house when I was 19 and just started life from there. I had my first child when I was 21.
Back your Bentley up just a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, because I like to know. Why 19?
Well, I grew up in a pretty abusive household. I was from a single parent, or a single mom. She had 3 daughters, and she just let stress overcome her, I think. And she took it out on me mostly. I'm the oldest.
Okay.
But at 19, I was just like, you know what? I'm an adult, technically, so I can get the hell out of here. So yeah. I saved my little coins. It got me my first apartment, and I was doing good for a little bit, on my own.
Yeah. That, I wanted to ask you, and I backed that Bentley up because it's so real, and I use our lives. God uses me to rip apart our lives so that other people that either are going through or don't have a clue, say back that Bentley back up. Listen, either are going through or fricka don't have a clue. And to those of you that don't have a clue about anything we've ever talked about, running back 3 years, there is no explanation. And the crowd goes, crickets. There is no explanation, Berlin. And I say that to say this. So what you've described to me is what I've experienced. And I'm just recently letting out and in. When I say out and in, let the people know. And I'm dealing with having grown up with a narcissistic mother. Mm-hmm. Having been the oldest, been the object of the abuse. And could keep going and going and going. But I stopped you because I wanted to ask, do you feel like that's something that you've dealt with in your life, and we can just tap it and keep moving?
Mm-hmm.
Or you know, but
there's several occasions, but I say that and then I back up the Bentley a little more.
Yes.
I didn't have any other way to learn. Like, I didn't know any other way. You know, I didn't have the best role model.
So you're saying
anything.
It affected you as well?
Yep.
Period.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
As it did myself. And I'm still to this day, which is why I'm singing happy birthday to my daughter on the podcast. I'm still suffering repercussions from my actions from something that literally was passed down. I won't say it wasn't my fault, because I feel like this, after a while, we have the power and we have to say, hey, where's that one, off Cosby, her now, whatever. Hey, the buck stops here.
Yeah.
It stops with me. I get it. I understand something's not right, whether I completely understand narcissism, narcissistic mothers or not. Shout out to my mama. Hey, boo, what it do? I love you. I'm dead ass. You know me. OG, original guy. Listen, walk in your authenticity. Amen. So you can truly be who they see. Yep, it's me. Ain't no clones in the building. I'm going to be nice today, okay? I'm going to be nice today, Berlin. But I ain't going to lie, honey. I be feeling myself.
That's fine.
Feeling myself. But
because I'm sure at a time.
Come on. Let's talk about it.
You didn't feel yourself at all.
Especially having grew up with a narcissistic mother. Couldn't remember for 20 years what it felt like to feel.
Or I didn't know what it was like to feel. Until.
I'm not going to finish your sentence. Talk to us.
No. Yeah. Like, that is the beginning of our struggle right there, is the narcissistic mothers and the abuse. And it may not be physical abuse, or may not be physical abuse all the time, which I got all of it from all the way around. But I think it was the psychological abuse that really affected me most, because growing up, you're like, okay, well, is this love or is that love? I mean, that's nice, but that's not what I'm used to. And then you go on and you create your cycle, and then you realize as you get older, this is the same fucking cycle that I watched happen right in front of my face when I was a kid. Like, why am I living this way?
The one that I hate.
The one that I fucking hated.
That I have dreamed of making disappear. Yeah,
the one I didn't want to be, and now here I am being that.
And why is that? Why is that? I say this. I did a paper in my, you know what? Shout out to me. I'm finishing my master's, girl. Finally, after thank you. You know what? And the crowd goes motherfucking wild. Okay, hello, lights. After 10 plus years of, having to just put it down because of being in the trenches, And we'll talk about all that later. And I've sprinkled it on the people. But I have to keep running it back because they think my story is whack. They think I be talking shit. They think I be talking because I got lips, moving because I got hips. Seriously, girl. Who's that, Jesus? Help us, Holy Ghost. But what was the point? Having grown up with the narcissistic mother. Well, let me just say this. I lost my voice. I did a podcast. I think it was second or first. I think it was absolutely the second season. Who stole my pen? You know what I'm saying? I can't speak it. Now I can't even write this shit. So, I told my mentor, shout out to King Kamo, Trap House, I've been keeping it in my head. So, and I forget where I was going, but oh well, this is where we at. Because this shit is real. Mental health is real. This is a part of it. I can't keeping it in my head. But that has been a continued force of trauma that I continue to give to myself, because I'm protected if it's in my head. When I said it out loud, I got fucked over. Excuse my language. Oops. Eric, you got to bleep this out. This is not for kids today. I'm happy as fuck and I'm feeling myself. Hello, lights. It's not, I couldn't speak it, couldn't write it. Even what I wrote was violated. So I'm like, all right. So now I'm dropping bars from Mars, gutter style. And they really don't know what to do with me now. You understand? Mm-hmm. But going back to you and going back to teaching ourselves, how did you, and actually I really want to back, I'm going to drive the Range Rover today with the desk to come out in the back. When you say all of it, as far as the abuse, you suffered all of it. Help the parents.
Well, okay, let me just, not all of it. Not all.
So when you say all of it, let's break down what all of it is, because most people don't, they think abuse is just physical. Some have gotten to the point mental, but when you say all of it, for you, what different levels? You talked about the psychological. What other levels of abuse did you experience?
So the psychological is kind of like, well, manipulation. I believe that's psychological.
Ooh, that's a whole book.
Manipulation. The narcissistic tactics that were used is considered psychological, I believe, too.
Yes.
Verbal abuse. So a lot of screaming, a lot of yelling, a lot of humiliation, you know, in public places. And then there was the physical abuse. I got backhanded. I got beat with a belt to the point where I was going to school in high school and I couldn't sit down because there were scabs that would bust open and my jeans would hurt. Like, it was painful. It was really painful. There was times that I've almost had teeth knocked out, bloody noses. Just, it was kind of like an abusive relationship, you know, like, the marks are there, but nobody can see them because your clothes are covering them. But you know they're there.
Which, and let's just talk about it. Let's be very real and very, very honest. That is very strategic with narcissistic mothers. I've experienced the bloody faces and you know, losing teeth and all kind of shit, scars from wherever. It's very strategic. It's very thought out. Of how far and as I would say, how low a narcissistic mother can go. Absolutely. So
that was pretty much all I endured, was those. I was never sexually abused that I know of, but I don't ever get like those triggers either, so I don't think I was sexually abused. But it was definitely all of that, just from one person though, the only person, because my father wasn't in my life, and I didn't really have much of a stepdad, so just one person doing all these things, like it's a monster. It feels like a monster. You feel trapped.
You know, on that note, shout out to all the fathers that are protecting their children from narcissistic mothers. And you know, we can put a whole lot of different names on it, but if we get down to the root of it, that's what our children are dealing with. And by the way, season 3 is What About the Children? So that's why we're talking about single motherhood today, because the children do matter. But shout out and I salute all the single fathers that are protecting their kids and that have stepped up and that have went to go get custody and that are like, nah, bitch, you better have my money. You're not about to do this to my kids, because it does ruin, or I won't say ruin, it does affect their lives. It affects their everyday ability to function, going back into that toxic environment. And I know, having been victim and perpetrator, can't get no realer than that. Happy birthday, boo. It's your birthday. You understand? The best thing I can do for my daughter right now is be honest. Hey, your mama fucked up. Hey, you see what happened was.
Right.
I'm going to run this shit way back and get it all the way together. Me and my weather. You know what I'm saying? But only thing you and I can do is what? You tell me, how did you get from being a narcissistic mother, or do we even run it back and talk about that experience? What was it like you being the abuser? Like we said, it was disgusting almost for me. You know what I'm saying? But first I had to realize and even know what I was doing. And it took friends. Shout out to my friend Tia. Tia, her photography. she let me know one day, like, hey, baby girl gotta, like, me and mom know this, like, it's one too many bruises on baby girl. I'm like, is it? Hold on, wait a minute. Let me slow down and hear from my Father in heaven, who let me know, yeah, I'm gonna need you to let her go. I'll deal with her. Say less. And the God of my understanding, when he speak loud and clear, baby. Ain't nothing else to talk about. I heard you, bruh. Say, love me. You can have her. In other words, touch her again, my friend.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I wish you would have pulled up with my mama, but that's cool. We can't, and that's the thing about where me and you are. We can't keep crying over spilled milk, my G.
You got to deal with it.
We have to.
Because you can't get past it unless you get, you got to go through it to get past it.
Yeah.
You can't go around it. It's still going to be there.
Let's talk about it. How'd you go through it?
Through the abuse?
How'd you get through the abuse, and how'd you get to the place where you were able to recognize this is me and to start making strides to move past it? To not be that narcissistic mother, to be the mother that you are today.
To be honest with you?
Yeah.
I haven't.
Come on.
For the longest time, I guess was trying to say, well, maybe I deserved it, or she was stressed out. It's not her fault. But then the older I got, the more I started to realize, okay, accountability. Not only for me, but what about you? You got to be accountable for what you did to me. Still no accountability on that part. So I still feel like I just got to let it go. Like, it happened. I'm still alive. I didn't die. I'm still here.
Say that.
But it still hurts.
Absolutely.
Because the relationship has not been repaired.
Absolutely.
And that's the only parents I have. That's supposed to be the person that's supposed to protect you and love you and not judge you and be there for you. And I don't have that. I mean, I'm an adult, but still, I'm still the child.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like we still yet have a blame game that we have to release until we come into a complete freedom and authenticity where we're really loving ourselves. We it's hard to let go because hell, everybody need that one day mama. You see grown ass men at funerals crying over their mama. Mama been gone 5-10 years. They still crying over their mama. Everybody, we were naturally born to want our mothers and to be with our mothers. One thing that I want to prove, a thesis or later on a doctorate or something, but that we as women are the cause of this trauma. We're the first place that the child is, the womb.
Yeah.
I mean, when we go all the way down to all our issues, that's my answer. We, the women.
Yep.
Yeah, y'all, trust me. Slap a whole nation foundation. Hey.
And that's why there's women complaining about men. Oh, he's such a dog, or he did it. He was hurt.
He was raised by...
He was hurt somewhere down the line, either by a woman or by his own mother.
Come on.
And that's why he acts that way.
Come on.
So either you're going to be his peace and you're going to help him, or you're going to judge him and make him feel worse. Then it's just going to make him act out even more.
Period.
So
and I remember what I was going to say earlier, a piece of it. That thesis or that piece I wrote in school was like father, like son. I wanted to prove that the attributes of the father do fall down on the child.
Yeah.
Do they?
I mean, from both sides.
I don't remember the grade I got, but I'm quite proud of that piece. Yeah, hell yeah, they do. Let's get straight to it. You look back in your history. See, and that's why I'm writing a movie about my life from my child. Why? Because we have generations. This ain't start with little Phil, baby. You might see his daddy today. You might have saw his grandpa back then. It's heavy. Real extra.com heavy. Can't even say it out loud. We just gonna keep going. Okay. For real. But you know what? But coming so far as mothers and showing our kids and bringing them into a different environment and a different place and saying, when I was 15 and pregnant, I said, my daughter ain't gonna go through none of the stuff I went through. That ain't gonna happen. So I tried to shield her and get her as far away from the life that I was accustomed to or knew about as I could. Some of that I regret.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It's like,
But you also got to think your age. Your mind hasn't grown yet at that age. Mm-hmm. When I was 21 and I had my first kid, I was like, oh, I'm grown. I know what I'm doing. You know, I helped raise my youngest sister. She's 10 years younger than me, so it's just like, I know what I'm doing. I was 21. This was fun. This was dressing up a doll.
Come on.
Buying all the cute shit. Buying all the matching car seats and strollers, and I gotta have top-notch stuff, and I'm gonna get the best baby food, and that's a damn dream.
Come on.
That's not real life.
Come on.
Especially when you all of a sudden gotta start doing everything by yourself. It ain't fun. It's not a dream.
The struggles.
It's not playing dress up. It's how am I going to pay for daycare by myself? How am I going to get to work on time and get them at the daycare that don't open until after my job? Like, how am I supposed to do all this and juggle this?
And carry the baby and the book bag and the diaper bag.
My purse, the car seat.
And catch the bus. Oh, and
I
it's
did
raining.
that too. Yep.
Is it raining?
It's raining.
It's raining. The struggles. Okay, the sacrifices, baby. Ooh, the sacrifices.
It sounds minuscule. I'm sure it sounds very minuscule to some people. And like, why are you complaining? At least you're alive. At least you get all this. At least you... When you get pregnant and you're in a relationship, at least this is my thought process. I wasn't ready to be in a full-blown relationship. I wasn't ready to move in with anybody. I wasn't ready to settle down yet. I was 20 when I met my daughter's father. It was like a blind date type situation. I ended up pregnant after a month of dating this guy, which is stupid. A month. Really? I don't even know you. I just know that we both like smoking weed together.
Did you say a month?
A month.
I'm sorry.
A month, girl.
Thank God for the babies. I love the babies. I was going to say, can I see a picture of the babies? I said, my kids, all my kids. Listen. Oh, my goodness. Not a whole month.
Mm-hmm. A month.
Yeah.
And he was like, he was okay with it. I'm ready to have a kid. Well, I'm not really, but okay, if we're going to do this together, we're going to do this together.
Mm-hmm.
We ended up
together.
He ended up doing some dumb stuff and getting addicted to some things for a little bit, and his attitude and personality totally changed. So I was like, no, I can't do this anymore. It was pretty on and off, though. And it got to an abusive point, a scary point at the end.
I was going to say, well, it sounded like there was some toxicity, so lead us in. How did you go from in love, moving in? Because we do this, and not, we anymore, but we have all done some stupid shit as women.
Yeah.
And caught ourselves up in some, really? Am I really here right now? I'm going, you know what, let's just leave BMF style and leave everything here. How about that? Okay? On some real dumb shit. We have.
Dumb. I did dumb stuff to make people love me.
Let's talk about it.
To make people stay with me. But guess where those feelings of inadequacy came from? The childhood trauma.
The roots.
The childhood trauma.
Say the roots.
I was made to feel inadequate, like I wasn't enough, like I wasn't doing enough, that I'll never be enough, that I'm just going to end up like her, single parent with 3 kids. And here I am, single parent with 3 kids.
But you're not just like mama. We love y'all mamas. We do. But no, the buck stops here.
Yeah.
We through.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we're working every day. So yeah, I'm not. I am not, what's her name? Claire Huxtable. I am not Michelle Obama. Listen, I am Tallulah Lakita Noble, and I am doing the very best I can. Come give a nigga a chance.
All you can do is do your best.
Period.
Your best.
Period. And you know what? We have to like stop apologizing, because what we've been through is who we are. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, your mama actually great, my G. Well, do you might know. But guess what? My mama was great. She just didn't know how to be a fucking mama. But
now,
guess what? Neither did her mama. And guess what? Neither did her mama.
Right.
Let's talk about it. Like, you know what? Y'all gonna put some respect on this podcast before I go to PBC. For real. Put some respect on me. On my mission, my mantra, my message, all that shit. Real talk. But guess what? I said, I'm gonna learn how to be a mama. Just in case my daughter decide she wanna run on. It's possible. Why? And God sent me other mamas. Mm-hmm. And then my mama hated that shit. Oh, well, too bad, so sad. I don't know what to tell you.
You know what's crazy is, so when I moved out of the house, I was already working at a mortgage company, the same one that my mom worked at.
Yes. Your nails look good, by the way, girl. Yes, honey. You is giving me life over there. Can't wait to get my shit together.
Let me quit tapping with Jesus.
No, honey. No, flex. Do you? You fly.
So
Okay.
she got me a job there.
Yes.
At the mortgage company. I was a temp, and I worked in the warehouse just filing files and stuff. So after I turned 18, I want to say maybe like 6 months after, I was able to post out to be a permanent employee. And I did. I started working on the floor in the office or whatever. This lady I was working with was like, oh, you're her daughter? Oh.
Oh, no.
I'm like, listen, I am nothing like her. I don't know what she's done to y'all, but I'm nothing like her. So we started talking, and she kind of took me under her wing. So for years.
That's the worst. That's the worst. Wait, I got real tears in my eyes, my G. That's the worst. Like, we got to pause right there. That's the worst.
Yeah.
Because I done got that too. Like, nigga, y'all Xing me out because of my mama.
Right.
For real.
Right.
Straight X'd out. Like, nope. Done. Nope. From the door. Like, see me coming. Like, for real.
And what's crazy, we look so much alike, and sometimes I wish we didn't look alike, because I'm just like, I am not her, she is not me. Like, come on.
We're gonna have to do a campaign or a brand or something with this. I am not her. She is not me, okay?
Right. Literally.
Listen, where is Jerry? Where's his name? Jerry Springer when you need him. I am not her. She is not me. Apparently. Oh, we putting that on the t-shirt. Love you, but listen, we're gonna turn this pain into gain. That's what I'm saying. This is what I'm showing. Yeah. This is how we healing the nation. We're showing you. Shout out to all my people that betrayed my trust and showed me your real skin, your black ass this weekend. Listen, we're showing you. We're being vulnerable and transparent with you about our weaknesses, about where we've been, about the things that we deal with on a daily basis. Listen, shout out to you for not having a clue. Can't read a book, can't watch a video, can't listen to you do an OG offering game like me. Man, move around, go sit down.
They ain't ready, that's why.
They ain't got a clue. They still the Walking Dead.
Life is great. I'm great. I'm good. I'm great. Everything is great. Is it? Is it really?
Is it?
Is it really?
Is it? I try to tell somebody like, no.
Well, way to be a pessimist,
come on,
I guess.
No, we're gonna be very real, very raw, and very relevant, because I had to drop this on somebody just yesterday. No, baby, I do let you see these tears fall. See, I just do what y'all refuse to do. You do it. Oh, you do it. You do it. You just ain't doing it in front of the world. Yeah. Well, you ain't the poster child of mental health, man.
That's a sociopath to me. If you can keep all your feelings and emotions on the inside and you
sociopath,
can't show anything, no, you are. Are you barren?
Let me elbow me in. Okay. I did that, funny, because that's fine.
Right.
Yes, say it. Back it up.
It's crazy to me, and I am crazy. I can
And I'm fine with that.
Coming from a crazy person, that's
Yes.
crazy. I can't. Like, I have to show my emotions, because otherwise, how do you know that I'm hurting from something? How do you know that I'm angry about something?
Let me tell you something. You know what's so funny and so crazy? Billionaires, and even just recently, a meeting I was just in, people want somebody they can feel. One of the top, when I do my research, when they go to hiring people, they want somebody with fucking real passion that doesn't mind. I was in a meeting recently, and I accidentally threw the dang on pen across the table before I knew it. That's what they want.
Someone to be overly excited about the job.
Job, what? That's what they want. But this is what they get. Times 2 plus 5 exclamation mark to the 10th power. Wrong answer. For real. For real. And that's, I think, what separates me the most from my mother. I have a heart. I actually care. I have a heart.
Yeah.
Because the thing about narcissists, and I don't care if it's a mother, a dog, a plant, a sister, a brother, a cat, a dog, they don't have the capacity. I've heard this word so much this weekend. Oh, God, I'm going to write a book called Capacity. Thank y'all. Thank you very much. Shout out to my people. We'll shout y'all later. Anywho, capacity. They don't have the capacity to love.
Which is crazy, because they want to be loved so bad.
Oh, my God.
That's what they want. They want to be loved. They want to be adored. They just want to be everything. But to me, that's what I do. I think that's one of my toxic traits, is that I'm going to love you. As soon as I meet you and we connect on some type of level, I love you already.
See, that's why you're my OG. For real. Because that's what you did to me.
And once I love you, I'll do anything I can for you. And that's where I get fucked up.
Oh, man. Listen, I need a videographer, because we got to keep going back and forth, okay? It's like, oh, man.
That's where I get
Effed in the ass with no lube, bruh.
It's not fun.
Sorry, I told y'all this one is not for kids. You are so welcome. You wanted to hear it go, baby. Run, tell that, my G. Get at me.
But then at that point, do you blame them or do you blame you?
Oh, you have to blame yourself, and that's what I'm learning.
Yeah.
Like, you got to expect flies to be flies. You got to expect church folks to be church folks, baby. And guess what? You got to expect niggas to be niggas. With Eric, it's going to be a whole lot of editing, my friend. A whole lot. Sorry. Oops, I ain't sorry. Where's she at when you need her? I ain't sorry. Nope.
I can't be sorry anymore. I mean, I'm not going to be sorry. I'm going to be accountable.
Absolutely.
Let's say that.
Absolutely. I love that. And you know what? I'm with you on that one, because I tell people, listen, if I said it, I have a way that I say it, but if you heard me say, if I said it, then like, what is you asking me what I said for? Like, that's how I say it. Mm-hmm. If I said it, what is you asking me what I said for? Oh, God. If I said it, please ask me, what is you asking me if I said it for? Well, I'm going to write a hook on it. I'm going to write another hook. Honestly. Accountability. Yeah, I said it. Mm-hmm. I meant it. You should come and ask me what the fuck I actually meant, because it's probably 2 for 3 or 4.
That right
That's
there.
what you should probably do, as a Heather taught me, the white Heather, ask more questions. So I got a couple Heathers. So.
I mean, didn't we learn in elementary school, if you got a question about something, ask the question to get an understanding?
And there are no dumb questions.
So if you ask me a question about what I say or how I acted or how I behaved or what have you, you'll probably get the right answer.
You'll get an understanding.
You get an understanding of me, what I'm going through.
Come on. And in all thy getting, don't you want to get an understanding? Don't you want to know why a sister would actually possibly even think to go so low? Wouldn't you actually want to know.
No, because they don't want to get an understanding, because then they won't have anything to talk about you for later on if they get the understanding.
'Cause they ain't got nothing to talk about in the first place. Oh, wow. See, that ain't my fault. It ain't my fault. We ain't write this down, okay? Yeah, you want to go sit on the ground? I ain't got no problem with it. We going to get in it. We get into it. Listen, every time y'all come grace the mic, we going to do it. We going to get into it. We going to keep it real.
That's the best way to be.
As real as these wrinkles on my forehead. We're going to keep it raw, and we're going to keep it relevant. And I got to be able to talk to my people. Like, I can talk to my people because, you know, when Mama O come, I can't be over here cussing. You understand? Like, you know what I'm saying? When the people come, I ain't going to drop no names when they come, because they coming. So you going to get it today? Hey. I love you. That's why you're my sister, my friend to the end. Listen. So I want to say this. We're changing crazy. Did you get to the point where you had to psychologically start changing definitions? Because the word crazy was a trigger for me at some point. I'm like, you know what? Call me crazy again. And I'm like, finally, I broke it. I'm like, I'm going to show y'all crazy. And so I did with my family. We'll talk about that later. But did you ever get to the point where you redefine crazy? Like, how did you recreate yourself as a mother and get out of these toxic ways that were literally passed down to us?
So I was in a 6-year relationship with a female.
Okay.
It was on and off, and we always broke up, and there was always arguing. And
shout out to the LGBTQ plus. How y'all twig? Okay, did I say it right? I got all of us. Okay. Say it. Go ahead.
So it was year 6, the end of year 6, maybe beginning. I don't know. It was 2020. Okay, we had already moved to Cleveland, me, the kids, and her, and she was my mother, basically, in another form. She behaved just like her. Some of the things she said were identical to me. So part of me was like, this is, we've been together this long. I mean, this is for me. This is what it is. This is my life.
Kids is involved. Come on.
Yeah. So, and they saw some shit too. You know, we had physical altercations and screaming matches. She would stalk me. Like, when we broke up, she would follow me places. Like, she would call my phone private, like, over 100 times in a night. Like, there was a point in time where she tried to break in my apartment. Like, it was some crazy stuff going on. So,
ooh, Jesus. Okay, girl.
But she never.
You got that in.
You know.
See what happened was.
You know.
Okay,
that's for another episode.
Say yes. Listen, Rahab Speaks is coming after these messages, because we definitely can't do this at TV, okay? My producer working on it right now. Let go.
So she, we decided we're going to make it work. We got engaged, and her sister got sick, and I think her cousin passed away. So I suggested, you know what, why don't we move up to Cleveland, at least just for a year, to help your family heal. You guys need to be with each other. This is a trying time. We moved up there. Her sister ended up passing away. So I'm like, I'm glad we came up here so you could be with your family, you know. But I was by myself. I didn't have any friends. I didn't have any family up there. It was just her family, and they behaved just like she did. Sometimes maybe even worse. So I was alone. Out of nowhere, one night, we went to go pick up pizza after I got off work, and I had a mental breakdown. Like, it felt like I was completely drunk. I couldn't figure out where I was going, what I was doing. I was walking in the middle of like in our Platte. It's Cleveland in December, and I'm walking around in shorts and a tank top.
Hold on, time out. Let me help you out. And you're white. Hello, white.
Literally.
No, for real.
Literally.
No, for real, because we have to help, and this is what I've been trying to do all weekend, help them understand, what does that mean when you say mental break? For those that ain't, listen, just keep living, baby. Keep living the way you live it. Blind. Trust me. And your shit will catch up to you. You ain't got to listen. Just keep living. What is a mental break? Like, I hear you.
I don't know. I've never heard anybody describe their mental breakdown, but mine was
completely out of the ordinary.
I was
for
dizzy.
You.
I can walk straight, but I was dizzy in here. Like, I couldn't see straight. I was walking crazy. I was saying crazy things. I know over and over again. I just kept saying, "Get me out of here. Get me out of here. I need to go home. Can you take me home? Please, someone please take me home." I just kept saying that over and over again. I tried to back my car out the driveway and I ran into the house. They called the police on me. They thought I was drunk. They almost arrested me. They took my keys for the night. I couldn't leave. So now I'm feeling even more like I can't get out of here. I can't get out of here. And
help us right there.
Like,
you just said something.
And okay, so let me say this. I called my family. My mom, "You're drunk. You're acting crazy. You're really drunk." She hung up on me about 3 times. Stopped answering my phone calls. I called my sister, like, "Please, I need you to come get me. Please, please, I need you to come get me." But at this time, the old girl's got her whole family watching me like I'm some circus act.
Literally.
And the kids, had all the kids over there too, and I'm like, what the is going on?
A part of the humiliation, a part of the narcissism.
Yeah. So it got to the point where I started trying to harm myself. Which I've never done this. It's in a self-harm way. I have tried other ways to self-harm, but started banging my head on the floor, like hard as shit, just on the floor, on the wall, anything. I had my daughter pulling me off the floor, off the wall, so that I wouldn't do that to myself. I woke up the next morning, there was like a rash like on my forehead from where I had just banged and banged and banged. That was a mental breakdown. I wasn't on any drugs. I wasn't on any alcohol. I was totally sober, and all of a sudden, something just
snapped.
Yes. Just a little triggered, like
just burst. It might have been she raised her voice in a way or said something rude to me in a way, or the tone. It was just like, okay, that's enough. I can't take anymore. And that's what happened. The next morning, I got my little stimulus check. I checked my account like, oh my God, the stimmy's here. Let's pack the car. And I left while she was at work. I packed up the car with as much shit that I could get in there with me and my 3 kids. They were holding blankets and pillows and stuffed animals and all kinds of shit. We drove 3 hours from Cleveland to my mom's house. And then I just started my life over again. Back to the dungeon, but that's another book, girl. Say we done dropped at least 3 books in here today. Y'all can have them if you're desperate. You're welcome. For real, because that's what creators do. That's what visionaries do. I keep telling people that's my IP, but you can borrow it. Dead ass. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But anywho, that's another one right there. Back to the dungeon. How was that?
Oh, it got
going back to your mama's after that.
That got abusive.
Yeah.
So, okay, there's another form of abuse. I forgot about this one. It's financial abuse. So
let's talk about it.
When I was 18 and I started working, that's when the financial abuse started. She had a live-in boyfriend, my mother, and he didn't have a job. He just played PlayStation all day. So she said, well, since you're getting a little check now, you could give me $200 a month on rent. My bi-weekly paychecks were $200 at the time. So I'm supposed to give you half of my monthly pay as your child, and this man is sitting on your couch. I'm out of here.
I'm sorry. Did you say sitting like he ain't working?
Correct.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah. And the thing is to keep that thumb, on you, to keep you pressed down, because you need me. And the reason why I said back to the dungeon is because it's like, man, she ain't got nowhere else to go with her kids. I am a single mama, you know what I'm saying? Except where? To the shelter. Yeah. And see, that's the part where I say, well, I made some mistakes. Yeah, I probably should have took her to the shelter. Probably should. I'm just saying, just gave her a little stripe. She'd be all right. You know what I'm saying? If I had to do it over again, our ass would have been down there on the mats.
Been there, done that.
Let's talk about
Been
it.
there, done that with 3 kids.
Hey, we ain't going back to the dungeon. Oh no. I advise all you women that are struggling, if you are in this position, I advise you not to take your ass back to that dungeon, because see what happens in the dungeon is more abuse and more abuse. And what happens is when you do have them snaps, these mental breaks, we lose it. We are pushed to those levels, and it is scientifically proven that the body, the mind, can only deal with so much stress. That's any human being. Go read a book. Go watch a podcast. Shout out to Lewis Holmes. Listen, on God.
Think of the damage that my brain went through.
Hey, just listening to your story.
Just dealing with that, like the whole mental breakdown. Not to mention because your brain does go through certain damages when it goes through trauma.
Yes, every time. And every time the trauma is re-traumatized.
Right.
I call it trauma, TDA, trauma drama alert.
So I got some wires that are not connected, probably.
Say some wires, honey.
They're going like this.
Listen.
And they're...
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it's some of that.
Listen, and that's why I love my friends, because I say, because they know my wires is all kind of stuff, okay? Listen, and you better be careful, because it just will shock you. That will electrocute the fuck out of you.
Right.
So I took 5 minutes, 50 feet, TDA. But when I start talking, and like I did today, and I lost my thought, they're painting with me. Like, my friends are painting, you know what I'm saying? They go on with the flow and be like, okay, this been all over the place, but we in this motherfucker too, baby. That's what we gonna do. And by the time we're done, we have created a fabulous masterpiece. Every time on the dime, ask them. Hello, lights. Don't play with her, don't play with her, don't play with her.
The most famous artists, though, were crazy as shit.
Can you talk about it? Yes.
Fuck.
Shout out to Basquiat. Shout out. I just told somebody yesterday, watch The Brilliant Mind. Watch A Brilliant Mind. That dude was fucking brilliant. A beautiful mind. A beautiful mind. That's what it is.
A beautiful mind.
Yes.
Yeah, I've never seen it.
You have to watch it. OMG. Listen. That should be our movie night. A Beautiful Mind. We got to help our people understand. Because they don't get it. They don't have a clue. And it's like, you can talk, but can you walk? And here's the thing. When you're going to reach people, if you can't walk, they don't give a fuck about you talking. That's why we are in the position to talk about narcissistic mothers. Not only because we had them, because we've been them. Because we're working our way out of it.
I don't know if narcissistic is the right word for me, but I definitely adapted some abusive tactics in my motherhood, in my experience of motherhood. The yelling, definitely. The raising of the voice, the yelling, calling names. And most recently, I did put my hands on one of my children, and I'm paying the repercussions for that, which I regret what I did. I'm very remorseful for what I did, and I don't want to, use my mental health as a crutch.
Let's
or
talk about it.
My childhood trauma. I don't want to make excuses, basically. But that's what it is. I'm unhealed, I'm damaged, and I did cry for help, but I don't have the support system. It's just me, literally just me. So what do you do in that instance? Everything you think that is the right thing to do is not working. So now I got to resort back to the shit that worked for me, supposedly, which was the abuse, the trauma. And I unfortunately fell into that under stress.
Once the levels of stress, hit. Let's just be honest. The best of us on our worst day we hit those levels in some way or another. I just checked one of my friends about it. Hey, you're not gonna talk to the kid that way. Like, I'm sorry, they didn't do it. But I'm in a better place. I've also done it. Yeah. So I can acknowledge it very quickly. And the thing is, We just have to be the ones to speak up when we see it, and we have to give people permission. People have permission in my life to check my ass, to hit me on the back of my neck, to pull my coattail. And my friends, they teach lessons you only got to teach once. We don't be having none of that to do.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're not repeating ourselves.
Shout out to Prayer Thunder. Shout out to the Moses Closet. They hit real hard, heavy hitters, and I'm grateful for that. My life has been changed, rearranged because of that. But it's our turn to do it. It's our turn, and that's a part of our healing. And a part of our healing is to go back and say, yeah, mommy is fucked up.
Fucked up.
And trust me, I'm going to make a coloring book for my kids and all that so they can understand. That my brain is not, it just, and trust me, which is why it has taken me so long to be like, oh, I really have to take this medicine.
I don't.
Let's talk about it.
I don't wanna.
I don't want to take it. And then, 6 months later, oops, I was supposed to take my medicine. Say, help us. Can you please help a sister out, please? You know what I'm saying?
Listen,
because first of all,
I'm trying to find a way to get a medical marijuana card because.
Oh, I got you. It's no problem. Listen, you didn't know I'm the plug. I am the love plug, honey. Girl, bye. What you need? I got you. We'll talk about it later.
Those medications are really fucked up.
Yeah.
It really just blocks those receptors. It's a block.
Like Cat
It's
Williams
not
said. Yes.
It's not what's the word I'm looking for?
It's not going to alleviate the problem.
No.
Let's know that,
Right.
which is why you still have to deal with it. You still have to read a book. You still have to go to counseling. You still have to go for a walk. Girl, I took a whole nap. I have been mollywopped and punched so hard this weekend. I took a whole nap in Mother Nature by the water. It's nothing. I've been homeless before. What are you talking about? Yes, girl, look at your face. Yes, girl, and it was the best thing that ever could have happened to me. And guess what? I'm here today, and so are you.
I slept in cars. I've been to the homeless shelter with my children.
Let's talk about it.
It's sad. It's really sad.
The
but
scars.
The scars. The scars.
Hit the scars. Hit them scars. Because it's real, especially when you deal with an ungrateful child. Hold on, my whole arm is discombobulated. Like, and what? Okay, and you can't even get a hi, a bye, a fuck you, or what, anything. Anything at some point. But again, these are part of those scars that people don't realize are layered. Like the keloids. Like, now, remember I said this from my great-great-grandmama. Hey, girl. Can't wait to find you, girl. Learn more about you, girl. I know you're in the grave world. They say the ancestors speak from the grave world. I need you to get to talking.
Please.
Girl, so I can keep walking. And I say that not being funny. For example, when I reached out a long time ago on What's Going On Dayton, Ohio, shout out to Daryl Dawes, CEO of What's Going On Dayton, Ohio. I love this group, right? You have to join it if you're not in. Like 50,000 or more of us, right? So I put in this group, hey, I'm looking for a Black certified trauma therapist. Well, I got a whole lot of great response, and I got a few people, my sisters from another color of another mother, that couldn't quite understand why this therapist had to be Black. So I had to break it down to them that my grandmama looked like Marilyn Monroe. She's paler than Marilyn Monroe because her father was the son of the slave masters. Yeah, he was the son of the slave master who raped my grandmother, who refused so she could keep her raggedy life not to say nothing. So my grandmother, who is literally lighter than your ass, on God, as the kids would say, on God, not playing, I'm slaying Stan. I ain't got a clue. Oh, that's why. That's why.
Because that's
trauma. I can't tell my daughter where she comes from. That's why. That's everyday trauma. You get to connect your dots back to whoever your lineage and know your blood. That's a powerful thing to know where you come from. I don't care what your story is. I'm proud of my story. I'm proud of where my father came from. My father was a pimp. I'm proud of it. I ain't hiding no more. Don't play with it. Don't play with it. Don't play with it. You gonna learn today? Hey. But let's just be truthful. My mother was one of his hoes, which is also why we got this. Why? Because I take after my daddy. Slap a whole nation foundation. Girl, we're going to talk about it. I'm serious. God gave it to me. He said slap a whole nation dealing with these narcissistic mothers. Slap a whole nation. Drop some shit that's going to get their attention real quick. Y'all ain't ready. Don't play with it. You're just not ready. But God's giving you time to catch up, which is why we're talking about it now. Because it's real, it's raw, and it's very relevant. Mm-hmm. It's very relevant. We got friends. We know that we should be like, our family members like, don't talk to your babies like that. But most of us don't say nothing.
Because it's none of our business.
Do it again.
None of our business.
Girl, I need 2 cameras going on, both of us at the same time.
It's none of our business. And also, I guess not everybody is as open to criticism, like constructive criticism, either. So, at one point in time, I probably would have been like, who are you talking to? These are my kids. These are my kids. These bad motherfuckers. These are my kids, not yours. So, and my kids aren't bad all the way. They're
Amen.
good. They're good.
None
kids.
of our kids are bad.
No,
that part.
kids are not bad. They just
we
been
will
through some
talk
bad
about
shit.
it. Don't stop calling my kids bad.
Right.
I'm gonna pull it out on you.
But now that I'm going through my own healing and I'm realizing that, kids do deserve feelings and emotions, and they deserve to express that and let you know how they feel about certain things, about how you talk to them and treat them and stuff like that. If someone were to tell me now, like, hey, I don't think you should talk to your kids like that, I would probably take heed to it.
Yeah.
And I sit down and let it marinate.
Yeah.
And I would think about it. And I would probably go apologize.
Absolutely. And you know what? On that note, I want to encourage adults, caregivers, takers, foster parents, babysitters, daycare workers, to take 5 minutes and 50 feet. You can have it. This is what I do and with my mental health. If I tell a person, give me 5 minutes and 50 feet, if you refuse, what happens to your ass after this next 5 minutes is on you, boo.
That was a kind warning.
Hey, back to him.
That was
what
a
is
very
it, Fat Albert?
kind
Back to
warning.
Fat Albert. Hey, I need that clip, Eric. Back to Fat Albert. Yeah, very kind.
That was very
This
kind
was a
warning.
very gracious TDA. This was very nice.
Yeah.
And what happens is, and what I've experienced this past week is, oh, no 5 minutes and 50 feet. I'm sorry, I'm manic. That means 5 minutes and 50 feet. I'm sorry, I haven't slept in 48 hours. I'm sorry, woo. Guess what they do?
Mm-hmm.
Hi, come on in. You can come in. Oh, okay. Stab me one more time. One more again. But that's mental health. And our people don't understand. People have dealt with trauma from their childhood. From, like I conclude, from birth. And as if we really get into it historically, from the mud. Like, why can't we just, shout out to Miss Juanita at Third Park, why can't we just have love contests and see who loves each other the most? That's what I'm trying to be. I'm trying to be the love plug. I don't want y'all to see my ugly sides. I ain't trying to bring my pimp from out the ground.
Mm-hmm. I'm trying to smile more.
Girl, I want to love
go
people.
places and think that I look decent, and when I just pass the mirror, I'm like, you look like the Grim Reaper. Why you look so angry? Just
because we are.
Because ain't shit funny right now.
Let's talk about that.
Literally ain't shit funny.
It's not funny. This shit is
I'm not having a good time. It's a drag. So.
Oh, would you like to see this shit for yourself? No, come on now. Right. Anybody want to sign up for this one?
It's
Take it all out
it's
the
back behind me.
Listen, them shows where you go and trade your life for their life. Oh, no, come on, baby.
Yeah.
Let's see how long your ass lasts. I know I want you to, boo. You can't make it 5 minutes. Move around and sit down.
I literally say that because my life currently is every single day something happens, like unexpected, that is more than a minor inconvenience. And it's just like, what? Literally again? I have to feel this way again.
I'm about to help you with that. Ooh, but go ahead.
But it is, shit happens every single day. It's just like, golly, like I can't get any good news. I can't get any.
Okay, so first of all and foremost, and you know I love you. My first lesson as a licensed therapist. Shout out to myself again. Sorry, it's been a very traumatic weekend. This is TDA that you see, okay? Anywho, and God don't like pride, and this ain't pride, but I am going to stand up for myself. Y'all got me fucked up. You're going to learn today, and you're going to keep learning. Amen. Anywho, my first lesson as a therapist was to my, and there was only one person in the class. Who about to do it? And you know me, I was ready, baby, okay? I was light scared back. I love my boo too. He changed my life, yo. But our first lesson was change your language. Even then, I had no idea because I didn't have a fucking clue what I was doing. Okay, let's tell the truth. The shame that I didn't have a clue. Okay, they gave me a whole bunch of books and them books makes I didn't have a clue, but I did hear God's voice, and He led me through what to do. And so my first lesson was change your language. Now, however many years later, I'm finally starting to change my language. But so I say that to you to speed you up with, first of all, stop saying that shit. For real. Oh, yeah, that's a whole $1 million bomb. I'm going to put something on that, too.
It's hard when I got the weight of the world, you know? And then at the same time, it's just like, oh, this? Yeah, go ahead and throw it in there. Just go and throw it in the back.
And guess what?
Just keep throwing it.
Yeah, and that's why I keep on coming.
I'm telling you, there better be a hell of a motherfucking reward.
It's coming. It's coming. But you gotta flip it up.
Nicely.
You gotta flip it up. So you hear me? That's why I'm saying what you driving today. Back your Bentley up, baby. Don't play with her. Don't play with her. Don't play with her. Now, if you walk outside and see what I'm driving, which is why they keep trying to sleep on me with both eyes closed, because the bumper's missing and the windshield's busted and it ain't got no heat. Girl, play with yourself. Don't play with me.
Mind your business.
Oh, yes, that was nicer. All right, for real.
Mind
or
your
as I
business.
tell them, don't gas me. Surpass me. Got a whole hook for that one, too. And my producer said that one's fire. She ain't no liar. Shout out to Lit. Let go. What a dupo. So, yeah, don't gas me. Surpass me. So, and the way you gonna surpass me is by changing your language today. Yay. It's no more of what else, something else. I used to do the same thing, like, I can't remember exactly what it was, but it was only like 2 words. Yeah, what else? And literally the next day, I swear, I'd be like, it just showed up at my door like Amazon, ding dong. Here you go, another piece of Q&A with no lube. And so long.
You said what else? Here's the else.
And that's why I'm learning how powerful the universe really is, how powerful Mother Nature is, how powerful the tongue is. I know what's next. This vacation on the island next year, while y'all still over here fighting over scraggly ragglies, we gonna be off. Mark my fucking words. We gonna be, me and you. Oh, we gonna be chilling on the beach somewhere. You know what I'm saying?
With a drink with an umbrella.
Look, girl, I'm getting sieved. Sieved. Do you hear me? Like the service I give. I'm talking about sieved. Listen. My new future PA, she told me my phone died. She said, well, when I come on board, that is not going to happen again. I said, good, because that's the kind of PA I need, personal assistant, those in the back. I said, and that's the kind of personal assistant I am. So you damn Skippy, I need a personal assistant that's going to make sure my damn phone don't die. Yes, it's coming. It's here, baby. You just can't see it. You just don't know it.
It's on the way.
And guess what? Depending on how you handle people, it's how you, I'm going to just go with the flow. Blow it. Because now, because you discounted me because I got mental health, you ain't on the plane to Dubai. I'm talking about, and listen, I ain't talking about no raggedy ass Negro or group. I'm talking about mama, since we talking about single mamas. I'm talking about you. your cousin, your auntie, your sister too, and all the rest of y'all. And that's what I had to tell people. If I had to dismiss my mama, because remember we talking about single motherhood, we talking about narcissistic mamas, we talking about the struggles, the sacrifices, and the scars. If I had to dismiss her from my life, who is you?
You know what? I never thought about it that way. I never thought about it that way.
Talk to us. I can't even snap you back in.
You know what? I just kind of had an epiphany. So
help us.
It was hard for a long time to not reach out to my mother because still as an adult I felt like I needed to make her proud. I needed to let her know like the accomplishments I've made, or I just got engaged, or I'm about to move to Cleveland. I work at a franchise salon. I'm a lead nail tech and trainer there. Like finally I'm in a
shout out
position,
to you. Yes.
But she wasn't proud of none of that stuff, so I had to let that go. And then later on in life, it was kind of easy for me to just tell people goodbye. Not literally, but just, I really don't need you in my life. So, yeah. And people would be quick to be like, you ghosted me. You really disappear. Yeah, I will get gone. If I'm not happy or I'm not feeling like it feels okay, that
has to be because I have that skill, and the God of my understanding let me know, like, Talia, you really got to stop doing people like this. Like, that is not of me. God is love. And me, what? We out of here, baby. Bye. See you. Would want to be you. And I'm not
with
even
no
going
explanation, because I don't think I should have to explain. You know what you did. You know exactly what you did.
Oh, you all up in my business, because I'm over here. I was here this morning like, I don't think I'm going to have to send it. I don't think I have time to send an email. Like, we have to move forward. I love you.
Moving forward.
See you later, Gator.
Yeah.
Talk to you in a minute. After these messages. I almost forgot. I ain't got time to keep going. That's what I just told my mama. Ain't nobody got time to keep breaking this down and keep spoon feeding niggas. Ain't nobody about to keep chewing this shit up. And shout out to my mentor. Back again, King came on. We're not carrying you. What do you want to do? Narcissistic mothers out there. You know it's you. You hate this shit. You ain't trying to be what you see. You ain't trying to do what you do. Educate yourself, boo. First of all, find out what a narcissistic mother is, number one. Or an abusive mother. I don't care. Listen, I don't care what kind of bow you put on this motherfreaker. A Betsy Johnson, a Kate, whoever. Go get your Versace one. I don't care. And Hermes. Get your bow, boo. It's you. Where? Yep, it's me. It's me. It's time for me to take accountability. Otherwise, your crown gonna stay on the ground. Got a hook on that one too, boo. I got lots of hooks. I can't wait, girl. I can't wait. Shout out to DJ Go-Go. Listen, DJ Go-Go and my uncle and his whole band and everything. Like, I dropped these bars on them that y'all inspired me to write. I'm ready to catch a flight, okay?
You got an album coming soon?
Listen, what? I got artists coming soon, and that's my problem, though. Like, that's my problem, but I be wanting to promote them and their stuff first. Yeah. But like I told my uncle the other day, I said, this is just from today.
Like, just pop in your head.
Just from today, okay? Listen, like, go. But yeah, I definitely have artists that got that fire. And I believe so much in their mission, their message. And one in particular, shout out to Talia Toussaint. He coming home soon. You out of there, baby. Make it home safe. His message is so powerful. It's gonna change the whole world. Like, I don't even know what else to say. And so, because I'm not there yet, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, nah, take this, run with it, baby. Hey, go. Like, he got like 5. I got 1. I'm probably got 1 ready to drop, maybe 2 on y'all. But especially now that they shortened up the albums, I don't know. Yeah. I might go old school on y'all and just put like 15 on there on 1.
16 songs.
Just to be like,
in a
don't play
bonus
with
track.
it, don't play with it. But say and a bonus. Say 17, that's mine, because that's my number right there. 17, that's what it is. We're going to do 17 of them. Don't play with it, don't play with it, don't play with it, okay? But yeah, but he probably got like 5 albums right now, today. Oh, well, actually, by now he probably got about 8, because I ain't talked to bro in a minute. You know what I'm saying? Hold it down for all the people on the inside if you holding it down. The inside is treacherous. It's a whole nother season. That's actually season 5 of the podcast. We on season 3. Get at me, dog. I'm a beast, baby.
Say plan.
Girl, I'm a beast. No, map. We don't plan anymore. Oh. The billionaires, they map. It's a business map, not a business plan. Okay. That's why when I sit in these business meetings, I'm like, do your business homework. About your business. If you want peace of mind.
Yeah. I need to get on.
Yeah, we do. But what they're creating now is business maps, because you don't know what's going to happen in a year from now. Yes, you do need to have a whole plan. Again, shout out to Trap House. You need somebody to help you get your weather together. They will. TrapHouse.co. Tell them I sent you. It's the least I can do, okay? Hey. And to be honest with you, and I'm going to digress, that's what God told me to do, is to take my anger, to take my frustrations, to take my pain and put it in the music. So I'll let you hear it one day. I don't share, but if I share...
That's how I am about my drawing and my paintings. And when I was younger, I used to write poetry. I had like notebooks full of poetry, and I won't show anybody that shit. Because when I read it, I'm like, you sound stupid. It just sounds so silly. Like,
excuse me.
So I don't show nobody my shit.
We have to do some major collabs because I just started writing poetry again. Again, shout out to Lit Poetic University, and thanks to Poe, I've been inspired to write again, to take the pen, take back my pen. But I would love to do some collabs with you if and when you're ready to release. And I get that, because it's like until we get to a certain place in our healing process, we're not going to release. I just started writing because I reached a line in my healing. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because otherwise, all of this is still in my head. That's what I'm saying. It's a whole album just in the head. And then it's one on the phone. I did forget you, but yeah. And God will bring it back to me. But we have to continue to heal. So we have to, because shout out to the toolbox. And I am going to get these tools together for us. I really want us, I want everybody that comes to, give us one of their tools. We do have to change our language. We do have to, like you said, wake up in the morning and be like, what you will do is go get that cup of coffee that you love. Mm-hmm. You will sit your butt and, whatever it is for you. Like me, I used to love to go out on my porch. I had a little water fountain, little prayer garden in my backyard. I would go out there, smoke, read, before I started my day, 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, and hear the birds chirp. I needed that. Mm-hmm. You got to find whatever it is that works for you to get you through, even on your worst day. And the real truth is, if they're like you and I, honest about where you are, well, not only will you, exceed your expectations and go further, but you really are. You're healing others while you're healing yourself. Mm. While you're healing your children. Go back and have that conversation. The reason why mommy loses her temper is because, girl, I used to have rage. They think I get angry now. They thought I lost my temper. Rage. Say table flipper. Ask my mother. Ask my brother.
I was never really angry until about 2020. After I came back from that abusive relationship, that's when everything started just kind of oh my God, you got this childhood trauma. It's not just something that normally happens. This is trauma. Let's take care of it. And then I had the weight of the abusive relationship and the weight of all my past relationships that were failed or what, you know, whatever. Just everything just hit me all at that time. And I'm like, I don't know if I can do this. I don't know if I can survive. But I have to because I have kids. There's no other option.
Come on. And so what we do is we heal every day. We learn more every day. We dig deeper every day. We find accountability partners and people, you know, to keep in our lives. I have mentors. You know, one last night just chopped me up like if you would move over. I'm sorry, Baba. Yeah, but where does that come from? I got it. Why? I can love you. You can love me. I can do it.
Yep.
Just love me. I do, nigga, now move. It's what she did. Get out the way. Yeah, Felicia. Literally.
Right.
Oh, I can hear you now, Mama. But guess what? I do the same thing to my kids. They get the tough love. They get the hug love. They get the, oh, heck no. And most recently, they get the, Mama Tilla, is that you? Show is. But they know. They already know. So I say this to say, like, with the trauma, oh, thank you, Holy Spirit, to help relieve somebody, and even you, and me again, I have to remind myself, how long does it take to heal? How long does it take to heal? Girl, I got the answer. You ready? Y'all ready? She got the answer. A lifetime.
I thought that was a better answer.
Oh, God.
No? Yeah.
Oh, you thought it was a better?
That makes sense, though, because
a lifetime, baby.
You're learning new things every day. I'm more mature than I was 10 years ago. I mean,
I don't know everything. I never will. Even about myself, I'm discovering. And the thing is, it's like we've had 30, 40, 50, 200, 400 years of trauma. Yeah, you do, Skippy. Wait a minute. You mean since before I was born, I've been fucked up?
You were born into it. The fucked up shit. That's how I feel. It was already messed up before I got here.
Come on.
And I just got added to the mix. Someone hoped that it would get better, and it didn't. And here we are.
And let's talk about it, that how we are irresponsible as women, and we just keep on. Now, I love my babies, but I ain't gonna lie to y'all. It took a whole lot of money to take care of all these kids, and we ain't got it yet. It's coming. But at the end of the day, yeah, we are gonna slap a whole nation foundation, because just because we get the money don't mean we about to let you misuse it and abuse it, honey. Don't mean we about to carry you forever, money. Nah. We're gonna take care of these kids. But this, and here, to be honest with you, Berlin, this is a part of our mission. When traumatized adults produce traumatized kids that further traumatize. But the reality is this: we can have all the resources we want. Shout out to Daryl Fairbanks, city commissioner. Listen, we can have all the resources we want, Fairbanks. All y'all. If we give these kids the resources, provide them what they need, and send them back into that same old environment. Can you almost hear me? If we send them back into the same environment, back into what we call it, we write in the book, back into the dungeon, you might as well kept y'all might as well stole it. Oh, you already did. I'm sorry, we'll talk about it later. Oops, fricka, Eric. We won't edit that part out. I'll be down there in a minute. She'll be coming around that corner when she comes. Yeah. Out for my kids. Yeah, I sure will. Got a few hooks on that. You already know, look up. But it takes a lifetime.
Yeah. And
with that, we can breathe, okay? We can exhale like, oh, great, wonderful.
Oh, I got time.
Marvelous, darling, marvelous.
We got plenty of time.
Thank you very much, Johnny. Good. On that note, I'm like, we can cut the whole show. A lifetime. It takes a lifetime. A lifetime. So give yourself some time, some credit. I say just one little baby thing a day. One little thing a day. Just one. One. Fix one thing. Change one thing. Add one thing. discover one thing. Try one thing. Houston. If you wake up in the morning and God gives you breath, be happy. So try one thing. Whether it's, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, get her done. Your speech, whatever it is you got to do, namaste. Whatever it is that you need to do to get your weather together, do it. Do it. Real quick and get into it. Listen, Queen, do you have any last words for the kids, the parents? Anything you want to give to the people in the front or the back?
Probably a lot, but we don't have a lot of time for that. But
You'll have to come back.
Definitely.
Seriously.
Definitely. I don't know. For the children that are healing from a narcissistic mother or parent, I guess, it's not your fault. It's not your fault to... It's not your job to take on the parent role. It's not your job to take care of the family. It's not your job. Your only job is to make sure that you're okay. You're still the child at the end of the day. And if you are that parent who is a narcissistic parent, probably 96% of you won't listen because you don't think you're a narcissist. If you know that you're a narcissist and you want to change yourself, start apologizing. Start righting your wrongs. Start apologizing. Start changing your ways. There's no end to the cycle of trauma until you're accountable with yourself. And that's just all we have to do is just be accountable.
That's it.
And you can only do as good as what you have. You can't... I can only do my best. You can only do your best.
Yes.
And our bests aren't the same.
Yes, come on.
So you can't expect someone to just try a little harder. That could be all they had. So let's congratulate that. Let's congratulate... You're going through a lot. I understand you got a lot on your plate. You did your best today. And I appreciate that. Let's show appreciation for people who literally just did their best. Like, it takes a lot. When you're in the throes of mental health, it takes a lot to even get up.
Out of the bed.
Out of the bed.
In the morning. Every morning.
Every day. There was 3 days that I literally stayed in bed.
What don't y'all understand about that?
It's not, I mean, and people are like, oh, you're just lazy or you just don't have no motivation. Or no, it's called debilitating depression. It's called debilitating anxiety. And from experience, I'm just going to say,
yes.
the court of law does not recognize mental illness.
Let's talk about it.
Unless you're pleading criminally insane for killing someone, they don't recognize mental illness at all. They don't recognize that there is stress, and not everyone can handle the same amount of stress. And when you're under a lot of stress, you don't make the right decisions. Can we get more understanding of mental health issues? Not everyone is.
Well, here's
There's a lot of people.
I know. We gotta go.
There's a lot of people that throw it out there like, oh, I got anxiety, I got depression. You don't have shit till you go to the doctor and they say, honey, you are clinically depressed and you have high anxiety. We're going to put you on something today.
And then you go to the doctor and they do say that. And the people that ain't never been to the doctor or got a degree about nothing, you ain't even finished high school, they think they got the right to tell you, you shouldn't take that. You shouldn't do that. Oh, my God, you're on that.
Just because you read something that...
Yes, I don't kill your ass. Yes, I am on this. Hello? No, for real. Lights, camera, action, satisfaction. Mental health is fucking real, and y'all keep pushing people, and they're going to show you how far. Like I told my cousin a long time ago, I have a whole brand from this. Bitch, I'll beat your ass. Me and her, now we have a great, marvelous relationship, but we didn't talk for 2 years after that. But it is my brand. I have women, people waiting to wear it. Bitch, I'll beat your ass. B-I-B-Y-A. Bitch, I will beat your ass. I will. And now we got another version. We added a W. Bitch, I will beat your ass. I will. Now, I don't want to.
Mm-hmm.
I don't. And guess what? I'm not. Because I'm healing. But,
I know better now, but just
yeah.
don't push me, though, because...
Sorry, I ain't no killer. No, what the fuck when you need?
Please don't push me.
Hey, you can if you want to. That's all I'm saying. And as God gave it to me, I just wrote a piece, girl, about how I got here with this nonprofit and this podcast called I Ain't Never Met a Lion That Didn't Roar. Oh, I can't wait. Oh, I can't wait. I ain't never met a lion that didn't roar. Have you? I ain't never met a lion that didn't roar. I ain't never met a lion that didn't roar. I ain't never. I feel like we just need to I feel like love you, love you, love you, love you, love you. Y'all just got to turn off the lights today. Like, we just gotta go. We just gotta go, Amber. For real, Amber Berlin, we just gotta go. Because that's what happens. Why, TDA? Yeah, I'm hurt as fuck.
It's okay to hurt, and it's okay to say that you're hurt.
And it's okay to show it.
It's okay
for
to
people
show
to know it.
And it's not
You
considered...
should know I'm hurt.
It's not considered
I love you
unhinged.
for real.
It's not considered not having control of my emotions. It's called I have emotions.
It's called I'm a real fucking person.
I'm a human.
I ask people in the store, are you human? Are you still human? Because I hug people.
The same.
I'm not a robot.
Yeah.
I want you to feel me. And I give hugs that heal. Oh, no,
Right.
baby, I ain't letting you go. I'm going to give you some of this energy and some of this love. Why? Because I stay full. For fools. Girl, say that. I'm going to write that down.
That's right. That's right. For fools.
Girl!
Why are we wasting this
Our
good
energy.
good, luscious energy on fools?
Oh, I'm done. Oh, I realized this morning. Oh, I'm not.
No. Can't do it. Can't do it.
Life is too short, baby. And stress is real. And so, like I told one of my mentors today, no God, no peace. No God, no peace. And I know you ain't religious, but for me, it works for me. Like my mentor, shout out to Dot. Listen, shout out to Dot. Y'all ain't even ready. Y'all don't have a clue. I keep trying to tell them. They ain't got a clue what we about to do. But listen, she told me yesterday, I forgot what I was going to say. We're just going to shout out to Dot. We're just going to shout out to Dot, and we're going to leave it at that. Listen, know your power. Know your worth. Know your purpose from birth. Know you got choices, baby. You can do whatever it is you want to do. If it don't feel good, run for your life. If it don't feel good just a little bit, and in particular for my kids, when you grow up and you can listen to this, or when we edited the kid versions, oh, you do have people you can come to. Like, as my kid, all my kids in the neighborhood know. What? And they have, hang on, Miss Talea's dough. Yo. And I done had to go through the po-po bang on a grandma's dough. Guess what? And I'm still coming for a few OGs in the back. I'm just going to bring somebody with me. That's all. It's like that. That's why we ain't got time to play with y'all. It's actually really real. And kids do need somebody they can come to and talk to. Mama.
That's supposed
Daddy.
to be your number one. That's supposed to be your number one, is your mother. You're supposed to have the biggest connection with your mother.
You're supposed to always be able to go to your mother.
Yes. And if you can't trust that your own mother has your best interest at heart, who do you turn to?
Listen, you find somebody that you know has a heart that you have seen in the neighborhood 10 toes down. Why do I love Brian McClin? In the neighborhood 10 toes down. Why do I love these mothers? In the neighborhood 10 toes down. I Googled Mother O today. Guess what? Asked me if she didn't pop up. She sure did. 10 toes down. You find you a mentor, and you pray for God to send you mentors, and you open yourself up to it, because we also have to acknowledge, like, that I didn't do well with women because I was like, no, bitch, because I already know how y'all bitches do. So, bitch, I ain't fucking with you.
Mm-hmm.
And then they did. And then I'm like, see? And then it hurts even more. And so we have to decide which side. No, I'm just gonna let y'all stay over. Now I'm gonna stay over there. Like I told my mama, I love you. Now I'm gonna stay over there, and now I'm gonna stay over here. Namaste. In other words, the God in you, the God in me, recognizes the God in you. Namaste, baby. I'm trying to fight no more. I'm trying to namaste. I'm trying to win the love contest. I'm trying to be the love plug out here in these streets. I ain't trying to stop a whole nation unless I have to. And apparently I do. Hella lights. Berlin, my motherfucking friend. With your fat ass, okay?
Thank you.
I wanted a couple more kids, but listen, I might have snatched that.
Well, my factory is shut down, so.
Listen, I got people, baby. I got people. No. Listen, we love y'all. Let's talk about it with Talay. It's the Real, the Raw, the Relevant podcast, season 3, episode 12, single motherhood. It's the struggle.
The sacrifices.
Help a sister out. And the scars. Mm-hmm. Holla. We love you. Shine through. 2023. Don't underestimate you, Berlin. And damn sure don't underestimate me. Mm-hmm. Holla.